Okay, so we all know the story of Cain and Abel, right? God told Cain, who was a farmer, that his brother Abel, who was a shepherd, had done something better than him. And in a fit of rage, Cain murdered Abel. And then God was like, "Hey, where's your brother Abel?" And Cain was like, "I don't know. Ask the ground. It's his home now." And then God was like, "You're such a piece of." And he banished Cain from the Garden of Eden. But what if the story of Cain and Abel actually happened? You know, just for the sake of argument, let's pretend it did. So these two brothers, Cain and Abel, are hanging out in the fields one day when Abel says to Cain, "Hey, let's go murder some people." And Cain's like, "Nah, I'm good." And Abel's like, "What? Why not? I have this totally legit reason why we should do it, which I will explain to you if you give me your credit card information and subscribe to my channel." And Cain's like, "Hell yeah, murder people." So they go into town and find the perfect person to murder, an elderly lady walking home from the grocery store with her purse full of cash and her dentures. And Abel's like, "Go get him, bro." And Cain is like, "Wait, I can't do this. Like, I don't know, because of reasons." But Abel's like, "Dude, you said you wanted to murder people." And Cain's like, "Yeah, but I didn't know you were serious." And Abel's like, "Oh my God, are you serious? You're not gonna help me murder this old lady?" And Cain's like, "No, I'm not. I choose the old lady." And Abel's like, "Ugh, fine, but I'm telling God that you murdered her." And then he runs off to tell God. So then God's like, "Cain, what the heck? You just murdered a lady. Why'd you do that?" And Cain's like, "Abel made me do it. He wanted to be a murder man, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to farm in peace." And God was like, "Oh, okay, well, that's cool." And he never said a word about it again. The end.